we're done here. We only needed the one key to move on with the story, so we're heading back to the mansion to unlock all the helmet doors.
And get all the blue herbs.
You gotta get those blues. Look. Hello?
Okay, what kind of radio only receives calls? It makes no sense.
A broken one.
Yeah, but there's no way that it could possibly...
It's broken.
Haha! The game answered the question for you!
Fine then, I'll just shut my fucking mouth.
So, there we go. Proper explanation as to why we can't talk to Brad, the guy who's literally flying around the mansion, just looking for a sign. It's like, hey, you guys, you still alive after I abandon you?
Maybe, and to be serious for a moment, it's to add to the helplessness, because you have people trying to contact you, trying to call for help. It's like, is anybody there? And no matter how hard you scream and cry, they just can't hear you on the other end of the walkie-talkie, by the way, dogs. I'm not worried. Are you?
I just love how they bounce off the collision detection. They're like, I'm gonna get you, never mind.
Maybe zombie dogs just don't work. That was like a failure of Whiskers.
And yet, zombie dogs are in everything.
They are in everything, and they always suck.
Yeah, they do. I think I actually mentioned this in Resident Evil 3. Zombie dogs, no matter what game they're in, they suck as enemies.
Even in Dark Souls 2 and Bloodborne, they suck.
I think it's because zombie dogs are meant to be fast and obnoxious to hit, because they're so fast.
And they're also twice as vicious because they're on full-on fucking predator mode.
Oh yeah, and speaking of predator mode, we're tackling a new enemy today.
That's a hell of a segue there, buddy.
Oh, I pulled it off flawlessly.
You did great. I'm so proud.
Round of applause, because we're gonna fight a bastard of an enemy that has sadly stuck around for the entire franchise.
The Sam Raimi?
We're in Monster Vision.
That's probably what it's ripping off right there. It's Evil Dead.
He looks more like Steve Buscemi.
Are you thinking Evil Dead? I was thinking Evil Dead.
Oh, yeah, well, maybe.
Now we're getting to Swamp Thing. I don't know.
That swiftly killed monster is a hunter. Hunters are extremely fast, they do a lot of damage because of their giant claws, and they have a one-hit kill move.
I thought he was a boss.
No, these are now regular enemies. Don't quote me on this, but they actually replace all the zombies you didn't kill, and all the locations there were zombies, there are now hunters there.
Huh. They don't seem to be that much difficult.
They are weak to acid rounds. They're one-hit kill no matter what with acid rounds.
You're making them look like balloons at this point.
Yeah.
But without the acid rounds, are they that much difficult? That much more difficult?
If you're shooting them with regular bullet weapons like the shotgun, the handgun, yeah, they take a lot of. They can take a lot of hits. But when you have the grenade launcher, which you should have by now, and hopefully plenty of ammo still left.
Well, didn't Barry fucking just hand it to you? It's like, here, it's a grenade launcher.
Take it, please. Yeah, they are still tough, no matter what weapon you have, just because they're so fast. But
Right.
As soon as you get the hang of them, and sometimes they can jump over you, your auto-aim can quickly take care of that. It's just basically trying to figure out how to kill them first before they get close to you. That's when they become a big problem.
How the fuck are you so good at this game, man? I don't understand.
Played it so many times. I'm not good at any other game except games with predetermined camera angles and a lot of things that can instantly kill you.
I wonder how you do with Alone in the Dark.
Not that good. I guarantee it.
Oh, I'm not talking about the original, I'm talking about the new one.
Oh, well, I don't want to play that. You're not alone and it's not dark.
Together in the Light.
Oh, the new hit sequel. That's when Atari really stops caring.
My mind went somewhere crazy. I just got an idea for like a Japanese horror type bullshit. You know?
Oh, go ahead and tell me. Nothing is going to be happening except unlocking all the helmet doors, and then we'll go explore them. So go ahead. What's your idea?
It's like everything's all white, and, you know, it's like... Don... Futari... Toshi... Don... I see, like, I don't know, I see like a creepy pair of twin sisters or something, I don't know.
I can see that. And was that the sound of a bell in the background? Because I love that in horror.
Sure. Why not?
Sound of a clock tower going off. That's brilliant.
Let's make better horror out of this joke horror.
And I love how we always advertise this Let's Play by saying, "Oh yeah, watch the original Resident Evil DS. It's hilarious." Oh, there's a good example of its jump attack is very, very bad. If you have anything other than green fine, which is no hits at all, it's probably going to take your head off. It has a very high chance of just one hit killing you.
So that was just trial and error right there?
That was more luck in the fact that he ran right into the banister.
Oh, well, alright. The numeric keypad. Well, no use trying.
Just, forget about it.
I don't know, maybe I can look at and see if the paint has been peeled off some of the numbers, and maybe I can try and figure out a code from there. But no, but she's like, I'll let Barry take care of it!
I hate that you can predict the future.
What?!
You'll see.
What?!
For now, let's talk about Umbrella's big plan. It's lead stars into the mansion, collect samples of the monsters attacking them, and then destroy everything. Just blow the whole thing up.
Top 3 comedy games of all time. Number 1, Conker's Bad Fur Day. Number 2, South Park, Stick of Truth. Number 3, Resident Evil.
I would agree. Oh, this game is outrageously stupid.
Okay, alright. I'm gonna keep my composure until it actually fucking happens. But right now, we're in the dark. It's great detective work. Now I can search for clues better this way!
In the remake, there were actually 2 statues in this room, one with each, with a glowing eye. So you would have to actually take a guess or take both on which eye you actually had to take, because inside each of these animals is a gem. Or a jewel, excuse me. And you would actually have to outrun a kind of like a surveillance camera, so you couldn't take out the eye if it was watching you. It was really cool. I like how they did it, and the fact that you had 2 means you had a 50-50 chance of getting the prize right. Because we're going to be using this jewel. Do you remember the tiger with the jewel eyes? You'll see it. Well, we're going back to that right now. We're going to put in that second jewel. The first reward we got out of it was actually really good. The second prize we got out of it is hilarious.
Oh, I can't take much more hilarious, man. I really can't. But I can take more item management.
You gotta love how prepared we are for the horrors ahead. We finally have the example of Magnum rounds. So, guess what we're gonna get here soon?
A crossbow.
Yes! Actually, I wish we were getting the crossbow. That's a much better weapon.
That'd be a bonus weapon. One hit kills everything, even bosses. But it takes time to reload.
Alright, here we go. Inserting this jewel into the tiger's other eye...
Oh yeah, that guy.
...nets you the hilarious item... a magnum.
So what they do is they lock people in there, give them the 2 jewels. It shows the gun, and then it's like, you may leave whenever you wish, sire.
We just got the second most powerful weapon in the game from putting a gem into a tiger's eye.
Huh. Well, does it work?
Oh yeah, one hit kills almost every monster.
But we already did that with the acid rounds. What's...
Well, the acid rounds are really powerful, but there are a lot of enemies that don't die in one hit. That really hurt.
Ooh.
There we go. And plus we're running out of acid rounds, so just consider it like... This is a boss killer, essentially. The Magnum can kill bosses in just a couple hits. It's very powerful.
I see. Alright. Loading up. Moving out. Back to where we started. Riveting.
I'm letting the atmosphere build up, because there is one... We're going to be fighting a boss in here, and we're going to be getting a lot of key items to let us move on. Can't remember... Okay, I think we're going for the simplistic one first. This will actually help us get to the end of the game.
Yeah, you said we were getting close to the end of the game.
We are so close, it isn't even funny. Now, in Resident Evil Remake, it takes a lot longer because they added a lot more, and that's really, really nice. But, you have no idea how quickly this game goes by when you can skip all the transitions.
Yeah, I suppose you're right, because there are a lot of doors to go through, and those are like the loading screens.
Yeah, the hilarious thing is, I'm actually going to bring up SGDQ because it recently ended. I watched a playthrough of Resident Evil 3 where they were able to skip the transitions, and they beat it in like an hour.
By the way, congrats to SGDQ for raising $1 million. I mean, holy shit, guys.
Yep, good job, guys. You're showing that gamers can do good in the world.
It's awesome. Just don't look at the Twitch chat when you say that in the same breath.
No, it's the SGDQ is the best thing in the world. The Twitch chat for SGDQ is the worst thing in the world.
It's just eye cancer.
Very much.
And it goes by so fast you die from overexposure to it. It's sensory overload.
It's pretty terrible. But anyway, inside this room you can get 2 items. You get the Magnum rounds, which this should have been your first introduction to Magnum rounds, but I skipped it because I was just going around unlocking all the doors. And we also get 1 of 2 medals. That'll allow us to get to the end game.
Wait, you get a medal before you beat the game?
It's a medal to say how good you are at exploring, I guess.
She should be the master of exploring then, because she hasn't really done a whole lot of unlocking lately.
Well, I mean, we unlocked a lot of doors because of that helmet key that we had to go to a cabin and fight a gigantic plant for.
Now that I think about it, Master of Unlocking just sounds like a joke title that they give to shitty operatives, like getting the chicken rating in Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, who are you? The Master of Unlocking?
Yeah! They say I'm the best! She's like hyper eager about it too. She thinks it's really important. And Jesus Christ.
We're bringing back the snake. And that was his only purpose, was to bust a hole in the floor. Now we have to fight Yawn, the snake, and actually kill him. Best weapons to use against him are actually the acid rounds, the Magnum.
Fight what, the snake?
It's actually Sleepy, the snake. It's actually hilarious on how many items just completely wreck enemies. That could have gone better.
Can't wait till we fight Sneeze the Sloth.
Not until Resident Evil Outbreak 2.
What?
I'm kidding.
Okay. Don't tell me that I'm fucking clairvoyant about this nonsense.
Yeah, stop knowing things about games you know nothing about.
Really, the most I've played of this game was the first 5 minutes of Resident Evil Remake, then realizing I can't fucking do this, and then selling it. I feel bad. Well, actually, I felt bad then. I really don't feel bad now.
Well, I was just thinking of something while playing through Resident Evil 3 again.
But I can't see
Pretty
very
much
well.
every game has tank controls. Because you move forward to move forward, you move back to move back. The only difference between this game and, say, Resident Evil 4 is the camera angles. That's what messes everybody up.
But it feels more natural. And they mess it up again in Resi 6. It's so hard to control in that game.
Oh,
Ah.
Hey, what's going
Barry,
Now I've done it. Sorry, Jill.
you butterfingers.
I'll go and get another rope.
Oh, that's a hole!
on? Barry!
Yeah, he busted a hole in the floor.
I thought that was an oil spill! Oh, God!
What?
Oh! Oh, man. These graphics, I don't think I can take this.
You're using your childlike imagination for something that was made back when you were a wee lad.
Not as wee as you when you were a lad.
Oh, yeah, true. He actually came back!
Drops a grenade. Shit!
Are you there, Jill?
Now, you know, this all could have been avoided if, you know, Jill picked up the rope he dropped and threw it back up.
That was
sorry, Jill.
entirely pointless.
I didn't know that.
And you know the whole reason he actually came back with the rope? Because there is a scenario where he doesn't come back and you have to go down that ladder.
Barry.
The only reason he came back
getting tired.
is because he helped us kill Plant 42.
All right. Don't worry. Jill, I found something.
Barry is literally... What?
Your future prediction!
What the fuck?
He gives us the pass number because he helped us beat Plant 42!
What the fuck?
Stop being so good at this.
Thank you. I'll take
Barry's...
it
They should give him his own game! Bring it back to the HD. Oh wait, they fucking did! With Resident Evil Revelations 2!
Well, he kind of had a bad patch when he was actually in Resident Evil Gaiden with Leon Kennedy, so two really good characters in a really shitty game. For the Game Boy.
Oh, but Barry makes it so much better. Oh, God, now I'm falling for him. God damn.
It's that beard, dude.
He's so dreamy, the way he always rescues my ass. Yeah, way to be a strong, empowering female character, Jill.
Is this saying something about gender roles, seeing as how we're looking for her boyfriend, Chris Redfield?
While her sugar daddy Barry saves her at every turn.
And Pimp Hand Wesker is just off doing his own thing in the mansion.
Oh, let's stop.
Takes his glove off. Bitch, what'd you say?
No, he's a proper gentleman. Bitch, what you say?
Oh, look, we did it.
What did we do?
We used the keypad, since we actually knew the combination this time.
Oh. Thanks, Barry.
Yeah, thanks, Barry.
Why don't you just... I'll just take care of all the rest.
This zombie's actually still alive. If you can't walk through a corpse that's on the ground, it's still alive, so knife it to death. Save yourself some ammo.
Zombies don't play possum.
And I believe... I can't remember which game they started this in, but if there is a zombie on the ground, and you walk by him, his head will start moving. I think that started in Resident Evil 2, where their heads would follow you, and that's how you knew they were still alive.
That's creepy.
It is very creepy, and they would actually go for your ankles, too, at that point.
Probably look terrible on the DS.
In Resident Evil Remake, this particular part of the mansion that we're going through right now was actually closed off. You actually could not get into this section of the game.
Shit, we can't render a library. It's too much graphical power.
Yeah, too much for the GameCube to handle. But yeah, they closed off this entire section. You didn't even have to go here.
You want to bet there's like a test level you can get into, or like an unfinished map of that, before they realized, hey guys, we can't do the library. Ah, fuck.
Yeah, probably. I guess they couldn't think of a reason to have this exist now, since all the items were moved around. Some of them were in the same positions in the remake, but a lot of them were switched around, and a lot of the scenarios changed. So maybe that's why they had it there, but you couldn't get into it. Maybe it was just a thought, it's like, hey, it's a throwback to the old game, why can't I get in here? Well...
So what is this about?
I actually really like this log here. It's people documenting the fact that giant dog monsters have been coming from the Arklay Mountains around where this mansion is, so people have stopped going hiking in the Raccoon City Mountains, in the Arklay Mountains. So they eventually put up a roadblock saying, nobody's going hiking up here, it's too dangerous, there are monsters up here.
It was so horrible. There were these dogs, and they just kept running around me. They wouldn't stop.
Their AI was so terrible! You should have been there!
I think one of them almost got close to biting me if its animation would have matched mine.
Oh, puzzle time.
I hate when I see books and puzzles. Oh, never mind, just another pushing crates puzzle.
That I did incorrectly. God damn it.
Well, stuck there forever.
No!
The truth has vanished into darkness. Game over.
The future refused to change. If only I could just, push it back. This is a weird one. We have to push a button to turn a light on in order to know where to push something.
What?
Yeah, there's a button there, but you can only find it if the light's on.
Because it's too dark to see over there, right?
I guess, but as soon as you turn the light on, it clearly shows the tile in a different color.
It's too bad these fancy stars, special government force agents don't have anything like a flashlight on them. That'd be just...
That'd be silly.
Yeah.
What?
Hey, I wanted to read something on that. Well, god damn it. I guess I'm not going to read about the wonders of dual molecular bonds.
Too bad, science boy. We get a Mo disc.
Mo Disc sounds like a rapper's name.
Yo, Mo disc.
A Mo Disc with your tomato bisques and spit rhymes like that shit.
That was beautiful, man.
Cause I'm Mo Disc, bitch.
The Mo disc is actually 100% optional, but I'm gonna get it just to show where it is, the fact that it exists, and what it does later on in the game. It changes the outcome of your ending. Ooh!
Is that ironic that it kind of looks like a UMD?
Yes. Oh, there's a window and... Oh, it's a helicopter port!
Really? Looks like a tennis court. At night.
3 Love. Serving Jill Valentine. I don't know anything about tennis, I'm sorry.
Well, you have these things called rackets. You hit a ball back and forth. Over a net.
Amazing. Oh, look, more Magnum ammo.
More boom boom.
Brilliant weapons.
It's really powerful, especially against
Living things.
anything, really.
Well, yeah, that Magnum's gonna take heads off.
I mean, yeah, not even like non-living things too probably don't stand a chance to a door. Bam! Not fucking more.
Especially with the hand cannon from Resident Evil 4. That'll blow doors off hinges.
Yeah. Tree? Pfft, no fucking way there.
I could just see a giant hole in a tree after Leon's been done with it. It's hilarious. Love the hand cannon.
Mountain? Well, maybe after I reload.
We don't even have a problem with the Arclay Mountains. Watch! It's not there anymore! Oh, wait! I think this is the song you were talking about, the one you wanted to hear.
Jill has no reserve in getting in a creepy elevator.
Listen closely, is this it?
Ah, it's the good one.
Darn it.
This is the good one. Which means it's the proper one. Do you know what we're talking about? Everyone at home?
I'll find it. I'll play a little bit of it now.
Essentially, this is the proper basement song. And only in the director's cut, I think, or the Dual Shock version, do they have this terrible replacement that doesn't even sound like anything you'd find in any game at all. It's like a 5-year-old is mashing on a fucking keyboard!
I will say, though, the one they still chose for this game still doesn't sound really great.
At least that synth hit delivers a bit of tension.
Uh-oh.
It's a...
Oh,
Oh, okay.
it's dead. That's what it is. It's dead.
Da! Da!
The thrilling horror of Resident Evil. Oh, it's gone. Okay.
You unlocked it.
All of that just to make a complete loop around to the kitchen, which we originally couldn't get into. In the remake, there actually was a reason to go to the kitchen before you got that loop around. It still does the loop in the remake, but there was actually a point to going down there.
What's the reason? I'm hungry. I would like a sandwich.
The Jill sandwich?
Please tell me I'm not clairvoyant again.
No.
Okay.
No, that's not it. There's actually an item for Chris there that he really, really needs, and being able to go there early really helps.
Okay, alright.
As far as exploration, we are done for now, because we have unlocked everything that the helmet key could help us with. So how about, let's show off an alternate universe where Barry didn't help us kill Plant 42, and where I might have to show the scene a bit later, because right now we're just going to go the different route. But essentially what happens is he drops the rope, he goes, oh shoot, let me go get another, and then he never comes back. So, essentially, you are not missing anything.
He just never comes back. He's just like, oh, well, I'm sure she's fine.
Yeah, well, in the original scenario that that was shown earlier, basically, as soon as you open up that pathway, he comes straight back. But in this scenario where he didn't help me kill the last boss, he just shows up, drops the rope, and then never comes back.
So weird, his relationship with Jill.
It's give and take.
It's more like it's just give, save, give, rescue, help out, save, give, save. And Jill's just too dumb to realize any of his advances.
That's really sad, because I do like Jill as a character.
Just
In
not,
other games,
yeah,
not this one.
No, not in this game at all. Because I'm thinking to myself, it's like, wow, I'm just playing Project Cross Zone, and she kicks way more ass in that game.
Yeah, she's a lot better than other games. Like Resident Evil 3, she's brilliant. Resident Evil 5, she's kind of useless, but at least she's there.
She's better than fucking... Yeah, I think she was better in Resident Evil 5 than she is in this one, because at least she stood a chance and could actually fight and was a pretty interesting boss battle. Here she's just, wow, things are happening. Oh, Barry!
Hell, even in the remake, she's a lot better. She knows how to do shit.
Probably because they knew how to write characters.
Oh, hey, look. That is just a shorter route straight to the kitchen. You still have to go down and get the battery, but let's show off some deaths. This is how the hunters can be very, very annoying. You see how quick that slash is. But what happens if you get one too many following you at one time? Yeah, it's not fun.
Oh dear. Yeah, you about got, you got killed to crap right there.
Yep, and speaking of killed to crap, here's another good one. This one took forever. The hunters in the remake, they jump a lot more than these ones here, but look how quick this is! Boom!
Ah!
Gone!
That's practically Dark Soulsian.
Quickest decapitation in the West.
I mean, Jesus, that's just mean.
It really sucks when you haven't saved in a while and then you just get decapitated.